Now, also, we find in our rules, in the rules we live by, that we are bound as human beings to suffer a long train of abuses. In other words, we don't do these things lightly. We're not prone to violence. We're not prone to harm our neighbors for disagreeing with us. We're not prone to harm our neighbors for having a different political agenda than we have. That's not who we are. We are supposed to suffer a long train of abuses before we use the right to alter or reform government. And by the way, the California Constitution gives us the same right. Article 2, Section 1. All just power is derived from the people. All just power. And it is their right to alter or reform government anytime the public good demands it. So we have double jurisdiction in what we're trying to do here. What is a long train of abuses? I mean, that's as old as humankind itself, the abuses. It goes way back to the Bible. Let my people go. What was happening to the Jewish people in Egypt? And they demanded that they be let go. And when Pharaoh did not let them go, they did something about it by appealing to the supreme judge of the world, as George Washington called him, and Thomas Jefferson called him. And he acted on their behalf. We don't expect that now, but because we're fully capable of, as my mother said, who was an Irish Democrat, God helps those that help themselves. So we're going to help ourselves. But we appeal to the supreme judge of the world, and he will help us know when we have suffered that long train of abuses. And by gosh, that is now, people. If it isn't now, when? If we don't fight now, when will we fight? When? And if we don't fight here, where will we fight? I could run away to Idaho or Utah. I mean, my son isn't interested in ranching. I'm not saving the ranch for him. In fact, we plan on blowing the dough at some point, if we live that long, if there is any dough, if property's worth anything, a lot of ifs there. But still, the point is, we don't run because it's wrong. We don't allow the state to abuse us because it is wrong. And another thing, there's another component to that, and that's liberty. Your liberty was a gift to you and you didn't pay for it. It was paid for with the lives, the treasure, and the sacred honor of your fathers and your forefathers. They paid for your liberty with their lives, and with their blood, and with their money. John Hancock standing on Dorchester Heights, and George Washington is talking about targeting the town, and John Hancock says, start with that big house over there. That's where Commander Gage lives. Whose house is that? It's mine. Bomb my house first. If we don't all live by that, we're going to lose. If we don't all find selflessness instead of selfishness, we're going to lose. If we don't all give, we're going to lose. If we don't all want this bad enough to work for it and sacrifice for it and risk for it, we're going to lose.